Good morning, YouTube. Here we are in beautiful Tokyo, gorgeous day. I'm in one of Tokyo's parks, but which one? Doing an unboxing for you. Last week, you might remember the day the Yeezy Zebras restocked. I pointed everybody in the other direction. I said, get yourselves to adidas.jp where you'll find some bargains. You might find that the hype beasts are looking that way, and while we're looking this way, we might be able to find something. And this is what I found. So we're going to be unboxing this today. But before I get into that, I want to thank every single one of the subscribers out there. It means a whole lot. When you're starting a brand new channel, everything's new. Each and every single subscriber matters. Every time you get that email, it says, hey, you got a subscriber. At the time I'm making this content, I have just 30 subscribers. Maybe that's gone up to 31 or 32 by the time that this drops. But every single one of those subscribers matters. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button down below. If you're new to the channel, bang, 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 hit that subscribe button. And without further ado though, let's get into this. So, I'm in one of Tokyo's beautiful parks. If you know which one, drop a comment down below. If you think you know which one, drop a comment down below. And what we're going to be doing is unboxing this package that came from Adidas. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, as part of the channel, one of my ideas is that, you know, YouTubers love to do their unboxings. Usually indoors, and I thought, you know what, why don't we put a new twist on that? We'll try and find interesting ways to do unboxings. That's not to say I won't do any unboxings indoors, but today is a beautiful morning on a Saturday. I thought, you know, why don't we go to the park? But I'm thinking there could be other places. Why don't I do it, I don't know, in Tokyo Dome? Or why don't I do it down by Odaiba Beach? You know, we get unboxings done in interesting places. If you have an idea for a place to do an unboxing, let me know. If I do it, you'll get a shout out in the video. Anyway, let's get into this. So what we've got here is an Ultra Boost, uncaged, black and red. Like I said, I picked it up for about 70% off the day that the Yeezy Zebras dropped. So let's have a look at these guys. As you all know, I'm a 12.5 US or 30.5 in Japan. These were the last pair online. Let's have a look at them. Okay, there's the left. Pretty clean. The red sort of pops a lot more than I thought it would, but it's still a pretty good looking shoe. And then let's have a look at the right. Shout out to Continental. Okay, let's have a look at these guys. You've got the black outsole, Continental rubber, as standard on Ultra Boost, caged and uncaged. The torsion system up the middle, again as standard. Then in the midsole, you've got the Boost running from the very front of the sneaker to the very, very back, the whole length of it, which makes this an incredibly comfortable sneaker. I would say I have maybe 5 pairs of Ultra Boost caged and uncaged, and they are ridiculously comfortable. If you do not own a pair of Ultra Boost, get out there, get a pair. They are absolutely the most comfortable sneaker I've ever worn, and that includes Nike Air Max. Not all Boost sneakers have it front to back. For example, some of the Human Race releases, you'll see that the Boost actually starts a little way in and it tapers off towards the front, towards the toe box of the sneaker. So the Ultra Boost is one of the few that has the Boost running for the full length of the midsole. On the medial side towards the back of the sneaker, you've got this heel stabilizer here. I'm going to give you a close-up look because it actually shows through the outsole and you can see it in light grey down below there. That gives these a little bit of stability, and it needs it because the Boost is kind of soft. Very, very comfortable, but that little panel there gives a little bit of extra stability in your heel. Then if we look at the heel cup, you can see, I hope, we're outside and it's sunny, so I'm hoping you can see this, but there's a grain through the heel cup. Now what that grain does is it makes it a lot less likely that these heel cups are going to get scratched up. The previous versions of these heel cups were just a flat matte plastic, and they tended to get quite badly cut up and scarred. So this gradient throughout the heel cup here is hopefully going to make these a little bit more durable. The silver lettering of the Ultra Boost on the lateral side here is very, very visible on the black background. Sometimes the lettering and the heel cup are the same color, and it makes it hard to see the Ultra Boost branding here, but this, with the silver on black, it really, really pops. Now moving to the upper, in the toe box here, you've got the 3 stripes branding on the medial side on both sneakers. I'll get the other one up just now to give you a look at that. And as we go up past the toe box, past the vamp to the quarter, you can see the Ultra Boost lacing system. Now the lacing system for the caged and the uncaged is quite different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the lateral side here just has one sort of setup for lacing, but the medial side, if I flip that around, has some extra holing in there. Now I thought that was just for ventilation, but if you go online you'll see people get quite creative about ways to use that for different lacings and different lace setups. So if you do have Ultra Boost uncaged, check out different ways to lace them. I'm going to switch shoes now to the right shoe because I want to talk about the top line. The top line of the Ultra Boost uncaged is quite unique. It's a kind of sock-like effect. Get right in there and see if you can see that. And this adds to the comfort and adds to the stability, and it really holds the sneaker onto your foot round about your ankle level. And then if we go inside, I really don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but you've got the Ultra Boost insole. Now this is one of the very, very few ways that you can tell a 4.0 from a 3.0. I'll put up some shots that show the 3.0 insole, and you can see here, I hope, the 4.0 insole, and they're slightly different. That's one of the very, very few ways that you can tell the difference between Ultra Boost 4.0 and 3.0. Also, across the section between the toe box and the vamp and then the quarter, there's lines that are very prominent in the 3.0s, but in the 4.0s they're not so prominent. We've had a good look at the sneaker. It looks pretty good to me. I'm looking forward to getting this on foot. So without further ado, let's cut away and I will do exactly that. Put this bad boy on these bad feet. For the last segment of all of my unboxing videos, I always go through a 5-point scale to judge how the shoe is. Point number 1, comfort. As I said, front to back, Ultra Boost makes these very, very comfortable shoes. I'm going to hit them in there with a 9 points for comfort. I could even go all the way up to 10 if this bolt here would give me a bit of peace and quiet. I could go all the way up to the 10 to be honest, but I want to leave at least some wiggle room for some brand to come out with something even more comfortable than the Ultra Boost. But right now, most comfortable shoe I own. Unbelievable. There's a barge dredging the river right beside me right now. Look at that. What are the odds of that on a Saturday morning? They've stopped dredging the river. Now a bunch of bikers are going by. Maybe I should do unboxings indoors. Let me know below. Unboxings indoors or outdoors. In fact, I think I'll put a survey up. Okay, back to it. I really like the Ultra Boost Uncaged. I think they're a really cool looking shoe. I like the design. I especially like the 3-stripe branding on the toe box. So I'm going to go ahead and give style a 7. Versatility. I don't know, I mean, they do look more like a running shoe than, say, the NMDR 1s or R2s, which definitely have that crossover to street style or street wear. So I'm going to give these guys a 6 for versatility. I think that, yeah, you can wear them out and about, you know, head out to Harajuku, for example, undefeated, perhaps wearing these, but to be honest, I think there are better crossover sneakers out there that are sneakers in style, so I'm going to give these guys a 6. Value, it's got to be a 10. I gave a 10 in my first unboxing with the NMDR 2s. I'm giving a 10 again because these came in at 7,020 yen. That's an amazing price to pay for Ultra Boost Uncaged, so 10 points for value undoubtedly. And big feet index, big feet Tokyo Butter 23, anything above 30 centimeters is impossible to find, and here I am in a 30.5 centimeter sneaker that fits like a glove. They were a tad tight putting them on, so I'm going to take that big foot index and squeeze it down a little bit to 9, but they do fit well and they do look good, which is an important factor in the big feet index, because sometimes you get sneakers that fit well but they look ugly, and sometimes you get sneakers that look good but they fit bad. In the case of the Ultra Boost Uncaged at 30.5 centimeters, I'm going to give you 9 points on the big feet index, and that makes for a total of 41 points, which I think is what I gave the NMDR 2s the last time out. So maybe I've got a thing for 41 points. And that ends our unboxing today. Thank you very much for sticking with it. Thank you for watching, viewing, subscribing, hitting the notification button. You guys are definitely here on the ground floor as I build this channel, so you're the OG squad. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. This is Tokyo Butter 23 in a park somewhere in Tokyo, checking out. Later. Thank you for checking in today, guys. I really appreciate your being here and viewing my content. Over here we have the channel subscribe button. Channel登録ぜひお願いします. Over here we have the video I recommend you watch next. こちらはおすすめです. And up here we have a link to the channel introduction video. こちらはチャンネルのプロフィールのビデオです. Check them out. Clicking on them really helps the channel.